What's up, guys? Welcome to the Ultimate Freaks League, the UFL, however you do it. Just want to say we are all officially logged in now, so there's no turning back. Just kidding. This video is mostly to convince you not to join the league because I only want people in this thing that are going to be committed for long term. So if you don't think that's you, that's okay. No hard feelings. You can back out now, and I won't be mad. If you go for a year and then want to back out, I might be kind of mad because there's nothing lamer than joining a dynasty team that already exists and you're taking over someone's team and they're probably terrible because they weren't paying attention anyway. So look inside yourself and ask yourself if you're ready for this kind of commitment. Multiple years, paying attention throughout the year. I'm saying it's a low buy-in financially, but a high buy-in time-wise. So think about that and let me know if you're in. Because you're in right now, I'm assuming you're all in. But if you want out, let me know. And like I said, no hard feelings. So here's the explanation of the type of commitment that this league is going to take. Like I said, it runs year round. There's certainly are months here and months there where we're not doing anything. Right after the season, nothing much is happening until the NFL draft happens. We're going to start our draft in about 2 weeks probably. And that will last for at least a month, maybe longer, probably longer. The way it works, at any given point, each team can nominate 4 players. So there's 10 teams. So if you nominate 4 players, that means there will be 40 players on the board. Forgive me if I don't get some of the specific numbers right here, but I believe you have to at least bid on a player in increments of 0.2 million. So if somebody throws out Aaron Rodgers for 1 million, you have to at least go to 1.2. There's no limit to how high you go. You could say, I want Aaron Rodgers for $30 million. And then you'd have Aaron Rodgers because nobody would bid that. The way you win him is he sits for 24 hours without a higher bid. And once that happens, he's officially on your team. At that point, you have to decide how many years you want him. You can pick up to 4 years. And for a certain amount of players, you can add an optional extra year, whether that's a 5th year or if you just sign them for 1 year with an optional extra year. You can tag a certain amount of players that way. Then at the end of players' contracts, you have a certain amount of franchise tags that you can add to players so that you have a better chance of keeping them. You can still actually lose them. We'll get into that later. The college draft will happen probably shortly after our actual draft. And the first one we're going to do is going to be like a traditional snake draft, 1 through 10, 10 through 1. But then for every year after, it's going to be just like the NFL draft. If you were the worst team, you get the best pick in every round. I believe there's 6 rounds, and then once you get those players, they're just going to stay on your roster. They're not going to count against your 53-man count, though, until they actually make it to the NFL. Then they immediately join your team at $0.5 million a year for 4 years. So that's how the drafting works. It's auction. That's how the college draft works. As far as the season goes, 53-man rosters. You got a certain amount of people on injured reserve, a certain amount of people on taxi squad, trades, cuts, free agent signings. It's pretty in depth. I don't want you guys to think that you're just signing up for something that's going to be no effort. Again, it's not a big financial buy-in, but it's a lot of effort time-wise and brain energy-wise. The way the money structure, the payment structure is going to work, it's $20 buy-in. Pretty sure that's what I put. Don't hold it against me. Immediately off the top, our site costs $70, so that'll come out of the fee. Then the winner of the league gets a certain amount of money, and then a certain amount of the money is going to be set aside, and every 5 years, we're going to pay out the high points winner. So every 5 years, you have a chance at getting some bonus cash. So that's pretty cool. Any questions about that stuff, let me know. Again, high commitment time-wise and energy-wise. Once the draft starts, you're going to want to, this sounds crazy, but you're going to want to think about this. Are you out of town? Are you going on vacation? Because even if you are, you still have to check the site every day or else you're going to miss out on potential bids because all it takes is 24 hours for somebody to lock. You don't have to spend a lot of time on the site. You could literally check in for like 2 minutes and just bid on all the guys that you want, and then you don't have to think about it again until the next day. But you do have to think about it every day during draft times. This league is really in-depth, lots of stuff, and honestly, you might ask me a question every now and then, and it might take me a minute to figure it out. So watch this video. Ask yourself if you still want to be a part of it. I'm going to assume you do. If you don't, tell me. Read the bylaws. That'll give you some more information. And we look forward to drafting in a couple weeks. And then I can begin whooping all of your tails. Commissioner out.